Kamala Harris.
That's right.
What do you think?
I knew that was going to happen, though.
I want to know what Bobby Bonilla too thinks.
I think that out of all the picks that he has to do, what he has to do to combat a lot of the Trump supporters, that was his choice to try to win. They're very moderate. They're very blue line. They're all that. I mean, it's
they meet kind of most of the check marks.
We've talked about progressives not wanting to vote for people like Kamala Harris. When she was running for president, we said, okay, progressives aren't gonna like
ain't gonna happen.
I mean, it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was, but now when there's just two, there's just Biden and there's just Trump. Now it's about how do we get people in there? You know, you know what? People are going to be talking about Kamala Harris.
It's a no-win situation.
People are going to be talking about Kamala Harris. They're not going to be attacking Biden as much. They're going to be attacking her. And Trump is going to be making mistakes. I mean, he's going to be thrown off.
He's already messed up. I mean, yesterday he you know, it's weird because his camp. There's no way that they had to have been shocked by this. I mean, where we at in Fresno, California, knew that he was going to pick Kamala. Me and you said that was about a 90 to a 10% chance of someone else getting picked.
I like Stacey Abrams, but
I love Stacey Abrams. Yeah, but I think from what I'm hearing, from what I heard, and I ain't heard it from nobody special, just what I heard, was the fact that Stacey Abrams hasn't won a major political campaign yet. So that's why they didn't pick her. So it's like they didn't test the water. But, if you did as well as Stacey Abrams did in Georgia, why would you not pick her? I can see why they didn't pick Barbara Lee. Barbara Lee's too outspoken. I can see why you didn't pick up Auntie Maxine Waters. We already know that. She's just too outspoken. I would love Maxine Waters on the ticket, but we knew that wasn't going to happen. Nina Turner would have been a good pick because here's the fact, people. Biden had to pick an African-American woman. It was going to happen. I know there was people wanting Elizabeth Warren. Help me with the Michigan governor. Okay, whoever the Michigan governor. What's her name?
Michigan governor.
Isn't it Michigan? The female?
Oh, no.
No.
Klobuchar is Minnesota senator, but yeah.
No. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay, she would have been a good pick as well. She was. I mean, she was high from even Biden said that yesterday, that she was high on that list. So that would have been a good pick, but he had no choice. He had to go with the. Everybody knows that African American women are the most dominant in the Democratic Party. They're the most loyal of the base, right? They voted 90 some odd percent. It's ridiculous. 93, 94%. I don't even know what it is. It's high. So African American, you had to appease that group. There was at some point you had to appease that group. Now, if you want me to be honest, I'm not pom-pom for Kamala Harris for all the obvious reasons. I'm not pom-pom for her for the obvious reasons. So I'm going to have to, look, this is the one and only time I'm going to do my grievance on this, okay? Here, because this is what this is, off the dome. So this is coming off the dome. Now, I ain't rehearsing nothing on this. Kamala Harris was the Attorney General here in the state of California, okay? She put a lot of black and brown people in jail. White folks too. But she put a lot of people in jail. There was a couple death penalties things that fell on her desk that she ignored while she was the Attorney General here. She was also District Attorney, I think, in San Francisco or wherever it was in the Bay Area. She doesn't have the greatest record on the planet when it comes to mess like that. So that's problematic to me. Okay, now, since she's been a senator, so this off the dome now, I'm just being honest, she has been a magnificent senator. She has taken Kavanaugh to the wall. She has taken, if you haven't seen the Barr committee, where Barr was on the hot seat, you need to look at the interchange between Kamala Harris and the Attorney General right now, Barr. It was magnificent. I mean, she just ate him up on that. That's her power, her superpower, right? What's her superpower? That's her superpower. And I think she would be excellent. And she made a very, very, very good case. If you didn't see the thing yesterday, what is it? Is it a presser? What do they call that when they go up there?
They called it a presser.
Okay, a presser.
Yeah.
Is that what they called it?
Yeah, I think that's what they called it. But.
She made a very, very good case to the hard left when she said that basically she will be going after any criminal activity in the Trump administration. She didn't say Trump specifically, but she did say, and like I say, she's Attorney General, she's a lawyer, she's a Harvard-educated lawyer, very smart. So maybe that's what they were looking for, that appeasement, because I know there was a lot of progressives when they for the first announcement and then they were horrified of Kamala Harris because of her attorney general background and her police background, right? But when she said that, I heard some folks softening up. So we'll see.
It's very hostile right now.
It's hostile.
No, it's hostile. This whole election cycle, all the speeches, everything is hostile.
Yeah.
It's no more pretty speech.
Yeah.
No more great America, we're doing this. No more sunrise and no more sunsets and
so true.
We're moving forward. It's like anger.
Yeah.
There's so many. It's a true fight.
Yeah.
And so it's like we're looking at Kamala because we want to see her beat up Pence.
Yeah.
We want to see Trump and
that's a
Biden
give me there. She's gonna eat him up.
Debates and we want to see them fight. I mean, it's very, very hostile right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the state of our union right now. We're very hostile. We are angry at a lot of things. Angry at not getting jobs, angry at evictions, angry at this pandemic, angry at people getting sick, mixed messages, no clear communication, right? Everything is messed up right now. And everybody's angry. No one knows who to blame. And that's all you're going to see is one side blame the other and saying that, or the other side can't do anything about it, right? And so that's the kind of game and the fight that we're in. Not about what they're going to do, just about how bad the other person is.
And you have to look at two. Look at two. You got Biden and you got Kamala Harris, right? You got Trump and you got Pence. The best way to do it is, my old political science teacher used to tell me this. He said, in politics, you will never get everything you want. Never. It will never happen. You will never get a candidate that's going to check all your boxes. It's just impossible. Candidates are individuals as well, and they have their own agendas. Primary, Bernie Sanders, right? He's a progressive hardcore left. He's a democratic socialist that supports gun rights. Okay? Completely opposite of the progressive left, right? But he doesn't check all those check marks. The best way to do it is look at Trump and Pence, Biden, Harris. Write down the things that are important to you and find out who has the most check marks as to what appeases you, and that's who you vote for. And then the next go around, you try to find someone that gets more check marks, and so on and so on and so on. It's the way you do it. It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, no one is exactly the same.
Nope.
You won't agree on absolutely everything.
Yep.
You won't. And you can't. And so right now in this one, I support Biden and Harris. I'm voting for Biden and Harris.
I'm voting for Biden and Harris too.
It's an easy one. It doesn't mean I agree with everything that they have or their whole entire past or with all of their policies. I mean, they weren't my first choice. They weren't my first pick when we talk about different things here. But they are absolutely 100% or 1,000% better than Trump and Pence. I
did that thing that I was telling you that my old political science teacher told me to do. And I actually went because I have access to the Trump campaign because I donate $1 to his campaign because I want to know what's going on. Well, because I want to know his stuff. Yeah. So I go in there and I looked at what his 2020 agenda was, right? And I wrote every single one of them down, every single one part of his agenda. And I'm like, I think he had like 50 things on there. I can't remember what it was. There were like 4 things that I could agree with Trump on. 4! And 2 of them wasn't even directly towards me. I'm an atheist, so religious rights was one, because I think everybody should have religious rights. But then again, Democrats have that as well, right? So that's kind of a wash. But there were 4 things of his agenda that most of them, about 30 of them, were all corporate related. What do you call it? Lift all these regulations, and it was ridiculous. It was nothing about people, about me, about my family, and how it's going to affect me or people that look like me or that look like you or that looks like my neighbor. Had nothing to do with any of that.
So you go and look at his 50 from 2016. Let's see how many he actually accomplished too. Right, so
it's a very, very good point. So even if he has them,
say whatever he has to get a base, because he was asked on TV what his 2020 plan was.
He didn't have one.
He didn't have one.
He's got it on his site though.
Well, yeah, because that's what they put together based off of what they think that his base wants and how he can get the votes in different places. That's if even people even look at his webpage. So you know what? I mean, you guys do your homework, take a look at it. We're talking politics. Don't take every word we say as truth. Take it as a grain of salt. participate in the conversations, and do your research. Talk to the people on the ground level, like we did today. Talk to Eric Brown, like we did last week.
Sharburn.
You know, get these folks, and then find out what's really going on, and do your research. You know, and go with it. And if you want to ask people, but don't follow with blind faith. Same with the politicians. Don't follow with blind faith as well.
Yeah, like my dad always says, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm talking.
There you go.
All right, everybody. That was Off the Dome segment. Make sure you tune in to the Steve and Bobby Show. We try to get these things out every Thursday evening, but you probably get it on Friday. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. See you on the other side.